Actually, you raised a good question regarding Twitchy. I found Twitchy many years ago. He was part of the Philippine and Thailand genre. This is the guy that apparently he's just his mother passed away and he's inherited, I don't know, X amount of millions of dollars. Apparently, I'm not sure it's true.
Yeah. A certain amount.
So this is the same. This is the same Twitchy that we're talking about.
Yeah. So he's jumped back into the mix of things, if you can call it like that. Yeah, he's a little bit more into everything.
This is Did you see the video when was it Boom Boss?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I wasn't around for any of that stuff. But it's funny how he's one of the guys that has his name out there, so there's a lot of info about him online. And so I researched a lot of it, and I sort of put everything together, and I thought, oh, okay. But you didn't really hear from him for a while. He sort of took a break, I guess, if you can call it like that, for a while. But now that he went back to, there's some controversy on why he went back, but he went back to home. He went back to the U.S. And now he's in the process of inheriting some money from his mother's passing, and he's back into the whole mix of YouTube and everything like that. Quite hard, in my opinion. Yeah, it's interesting. He's very he's a good presenter, but he's quite he can be quite annoying at times. Because I don't know whether everything he says, he's flat out just good at trolling and pissing people off, or whether he truly believes he's just a very angry person, because he'll respond to every message in the chat, every troll comment, he'll just respond to everything. And it's like, why do you do that? He just gets angry about it. I don't know. So, but there's a lot of controversy around it all.
I think some people get bored, and this controversy sort of sells. Drama sells, as you know.
Yeah.
How do you make a good channel bigger? Is just create fucking drama.
Do you think people people can't let things go? Do you think that's part of it? To the point where years will go by, and even though it's just the internet, they won't let things go? They're just like, I don't like that person, so I'm just going to continue to try and hammer that person on the internet until I embarrass them or they leave.
Well, as you know, I've seen the internet can actually go full steam ahead when it goes out of YouTube. It gets too personal when people are suing each other over issues. I've seen it happen multiple times. There's too many people to mention, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's just, I actually enjoyed talking to guys on YouTube, and there's a lot of, believe it or not, there are a lot of Americans that I used to go on streams back in the day. Anyway, in the Philippine genre as well, Twitchy just come along from nowhere. He was bit of a controversy sort of character, to be honest. So
he's very controversial. But one thing I got, when we had our conversation on the weekend, you, me, Gaza, and AP Death Row, that was fun, in my opinion. I enjoyed myself, because when the stream ended, I got there was a positive vibe that I took from that. I was like, all right, that was a good stream. There was no holding any malice towards anyone and saying I gotta fight this person later on or something like that. I don't understand why people get so. It was interesting to compare that type of stream to a stream where you argue And even though if you win the argument, it's not the same feeling like as just going on a panel and just having a chat and having a good time. A lot of people just don't like that for some reason. You could throw that, and I throw that twitchy thing in there as well. Like he's always so miserable all the time. And sometimes I know, why is that? Is he just, why are people so bitter sometimes? Why can't people just let things go?
And that's one thing. That's one thing I like about you, because you can hold a conversation regarding anything. But it's just, a little bit of banter. Like, I find it funny. I remember Steve Perry one day. I come on the panel, and he said, "Kick him off, right?"
Yeah. Yeah, I've had that happen to me too before, where people are saying, kick them off. Yeah.
Well, like, get the fuck out of here, right? But that's our little joke. I got some humour. I love someone that's got some a weird sense of humour, maybe, is what I'm just trying to say. And you got that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and laugh.
Isn't it hard feelings?
You got to laugh at yourself too. If you can't
Correct.
laugh at yourself, then you can't laugh at anybody else. That's how I see it. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, you don't know the tears rolling down my cheeks. I was in hysterics. That stream.
Fucking awesome. And I know Gaza liked it, and I know AP enjoyed it too, because I rewatched, there was a stream that happened, I can't remember whose channel it was, a day later or something like that.
Yeah.
And people were talking about that Gaza did this whole big marathon stream. And
30 hours.
We're critiquing when we were on there that that they couldn't handle listening to us or something along those lines.
It's boring.
It was yeah,
you know
boring,
what?
But
you know what is boring? Because we were having fun. We were just fucking in stitches hysterically, right? And so they just want the drama. That's what's interesting. They want to carry it on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's what it is. But it's weird because people say that, like, all I do when I go on, like, they criticize me. Oh, Sean, all you do is gossip online. But that's what they want. That's all they want to do, because they're doing the same thing about me. They're gossiping about me, about not gossiping or gossiping about somebody else. So when I don't do it, they go harder at me, or they go harder at the channel that I'm on. And sometimes I don't know if people truly believe it or whether they're just trolling, or I don't know. That was, anyways, the point is that was a good fun stream, and I haven't experienced that in a while.
Yeah.
I mostly just arguing and whatnot, yelling and waiting for the argument to come and stuff like that. Yeah.
To be honest, I think that's the first time I've been with I can't remember. Was it Death Row or AP? I'm not sure who he is. The New Zealand guy?
Yeah. His name is Death Row, but a lot of people call him AP because that's his old screen name. Used to be the abbreviation was AP. I forget exactly what it stood.
And even to be honest, even Gaza says I've never seen AP share some of his experiences regarding his travels, showing his photos and things. So he felt quite comfortable.
Oh yeah. No, he's very into the whole travel and in particular Thailand side of things. Because I think he's been around for quite a while. So he does sort of protect that in the sense that he still thinks that the best thing to do is to talk about why we are all here in the first place. I know things have changed now, right? But still, his thing is to still talk about the core of travel, what Thailand is like, etc. Not necessarily to
be honest, that's what I'm here for. To be honest, I enjoy having conversations regarding world travel, places that you've never been before.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
Because everyone's unique. I mean, you've got, everyone's got needs and things they want to see and do. But you can learn from these guys that have been there before. Like, I look at them as peers, like people that like look at Andy Chit Chat, Johnny Siam. Who else is there? Steve Clark. These some of the guys. Who's an American guy that I can think of?
Robert.
Robert.
Are you talking about the sounds people or the travel?
Yeah, no, but that's some. I don't think Robert. I don't think he's ever been to South. He's been married for 35 years. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about
Phil Jenkins. Is it Jenkins? I can't remember his name. I always get it wrong. Phil, the guy with the long hair.
Yannick, I think. Yannick or Jenkins.
Yannick.
One or the other.
Yeah, he does a little bit of very interesting characters. Yeah. Now he can teach you a lot regarding the Vietnam War because he was MP. He was in charge of getting all the kids out of Vietnam back to the States. Yeah. Oh, wow. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to some of these stories, man. That guy's fucking knowledgeable, mate. Really is. He's one of them. There's more, but I just can't. You probably wouldn't know. I rambled on. There was a few guys that. There was a guy named Dave Phelps. He was part of the. He was a captain that served in South Korea, but employed. There's a few other guys that you probably wouldn't know. Johnny Warrior, he got employed. He was employed at
That's good people. Yeah. Have you?
In Iraq. So.
Oh yeah. Have you ever spoken to a guy named? Might be mispronouncing it, but Go 13. 13 Go.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He's
but I've never been on
bronze.
Yeah.
He's great. He goes on a panel every so often. If there's no if there's no arguing or anything, he'll pop up every so often, and he's a great conversationalist. And he has served in the military before. He has a lot of experience and knowledge on history and whatnot, and his own opinion on certain things. And he's really great to listen to. He can ramble on for hours. That guy, yeah, it is great.
No, I've never had the pleasure to be on the panel with him, but I've heard of him for some reason.
Yeah. He's good. He's very respectful and humble too. Like he doesn't. I've never really heard him.
He's not into the drama. Basically, you're saying he's not into the drama sort of.
No, not at all. Not at all. He'll throw the odd joke out there to someone that he maybe doesn't like, but it's nothing hard. He doesn't even really say anything nasty. He'll just say something like I don't know, something. Yeah, it's extremely rare that he does it. Yeah, he only does it actually if somebody says something to him first. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah.
To be honest, I used to enjoy some of the old global streams where people just come along and talk about travel regarding wherever.
Yeah. That was the best.
And they said, yeah, I know. And you had all these different characters from all over the world, like JG from Sweden. Sweden? Not Sweden. Is it Sweden?
Yeah, he's from Sweden. Yeah. I thought it was.
Yeah, characters like. There's so many different characters from all over the world, so it made it interesting.
Yeah, my favorite used to be was when you'd get like a guy from the US, a guy from the UK, a guy from that's staying in Southeast Asia. Maybe you get one Australian, and everyone's had a few drinks, and you're all on the panel, and it's the weekend, and it's like at a certain time. I mean, you're all in the. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in, and everyone's just chatting away normally. Everyone's having a really good conversation with each other. Those are the best. That's what it should all be about. But those days are gone, though. Like, if I were to look back, like that, a lot of that had to do with the lockdowns, right? And I would never want to go back to the lockdown days. I would love to do the whole conversation, thing where people were around a lot and they jump on a panel, but I don't think that'll ever come back to the same way.